All right, as always, let's start the week with a royal roundup. Here is our royal expert, Patricia Treble. And Patricia, Meghan Markle with a surprise appearance this Saturday at a children's hospital gala in L.A. What more can you tell us about this?
Yeah, we haven't seen her for a while now. So this came out of the blue. This is one of the big fundraisers in LA. Like anyone is at this gala. So she was walking the red carpet. And I'm going to say she looked fabulous. And if you're looking at this red dress, and it's Carolina Herrera, and if you're thinking it looks familiar, she wore it in 2021, but she had a big overskirt on it because it was a much more formal event, and so her hair was all slicked back and everything like that. And I like this. She took off the overskirt, and it's a much more relaxed kind of LA vibe to it. I love it. I think it works perfectly.
Ooh, I like that. Reusing your wardrobe.
Reusing and switching it around. Yeah, exactly.
I like it. I like it. Okay. And when it comes to Meghan and Harry, it seems that they're kind of adopting this twin track approach when it comes to appearances and work.
Well, if you notice, she was alone on the red carpet. Harry wasn't with her. And in the last few weeks, we've seen the flip side, which is Harry's been off doing a lot of his own causes. He's been in New York, he's been in London, he's been in Lesotho, in South Africa, all alone. And this is now kind of the new thing. People magazine came out with kind of an official report that, yeah, they're trying to separate their work. And I think it's also reflected in the fact that their global press secretary has left. She's starting her own firm. Archwell is going to be one of their clients, but I think it's a reflection that things had to change. And just kind of separating out their interests made more sense.
Okay.
All right, before we leave Harry and Meghan, we should mention as well, there's an update on Harry's hacking case against the UK tabloids.
Yep.
What's the latest there?
So this is the hacking case against the Murdoch tabloids, so the Sun, because he's got a few out there. The judge is not happy with both sides. Let me put it this way. He wants the trial to start in January, and he's going to do whatever he has to get that trial to start. He's like, they're taking up way too much of my time. And in particular, he denied Harry's request. He wanted to raise allegations that the media had used listening devices and tracking devices and bugging. And he said, you didn't offer any proof. It's gone. Don't bring it back. So a little bit of irritation, but that's going to be a huge trial in January.
Okay. All right. Last week on the show, we showed this picture of Kate Middleton at Windsor Castle with a young woman who is battling cancer. What did you make of this?
I love this. When I saw this photo, this amazing hug, I thought, okay, there is a backstory behind this, and there was. So her name is Liz Hatton. She's 16 years old. She's very aggressive cancer, and to the point that whereas Kate was able to successful treatment, hers has not been. She stopped treatment with her family. They talked with her family, and she's working on a bucket list. She's an amateur photographer, and she's got this big, long, ambitious list. Prince William found out about it and said, I'm doing an investiture at Windsor Castle. Come photograph it. Now, that is an incredibly rare honor. I mean, normal media, you don't get involved. And so she came and she did the investiture. Not only that, but the royal social media and everyone published all her pictures. And then she's thinking, well, that's probably it. But no, she gets to meet William and Kate. They have, with her, and her family is there. They have a big, time at Windsor Castle, to the point that the kitchen called and asked for their favorite food. And they got to eat. They got to have a great confab. And I loved it. I thought it was just wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that photo. It went around the world.
Yeah.
It went viral last week, and what a great moment of just humanity and kindness on behalf of William and Kate. Speaking of William and Kate, both of them also this past week celebrating two British sports teams who both set records.
Exactly. I'm calling this the vindication of the underdogs because they love sports, but their team's not always doing well. So William's Aston Villa soccer team won a Champions League match for the first time in 61 years. And William was he was hoarse the next day at an engagement. And then Kate is an avid sailor. And Britain is in the America's Cup. It's held next year. It's the big next week. It's the big yachting race. Britain has not been in the America's Cup in 60 years. They have never won it.
Okay, so there you have it, because the NHL season officially kicks off tomorrow. Leaf fans, we were taking inspiration from these two stories right here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Man, the Leafs.
Yeah.
We also have to talk about Princess Beatrice, who is expecting her second baby. Yep. So Buckingham Palace announced this. So little Sienna, who is 3
3 years old, and Wolfie, who is her husband's 8-year-old from a previous relationship, they're going to have a little sibling coming in the spring. I think it's wonderful news. And you could tell how excited everyone was. The king was offering congratulations, and, you know, it's been a bad year for the royals. It's been like a downer of a year, so this is a nice way to end the year, I think.
Babies are good.
Yep, some welcome news for sure. Patricia Treble, always good to see you. Thank you for this. Appreciate it.
Thank you.